Hola, todos! Welcome back to a special edition of the Backroad Banter Podcast. It is the 40-ounce 40th episode. We are excited to have you back, and we are excited to be here. Wyatt, the old English drinker over there, and Dustin, the American consumer. We are back, and we are here to talk.
That's right.
Yep, rant, banter, and I don't know. Maybe uncover some secret government operations.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Be careful. I'm sitting next to a window.
It could be a pretty big one. I'm sitting in front of one. I'm ready
nice.
for it.
We'll get both of our heads blown off on camera. Unfortunately, this isn't live. People won't get to see it.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about it. It would never get seen, and we'll never get famous, even post-mortem. But, anyways, yeah, we're back, and we're drinking, and we're here to talk. So,
That's right.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking about now is I heard you crack into it. I better start.
Yeah, this is not as terrible as I remember it. It's not terrible at all, actually.
Really?
Now, I'm sure if I were to have, like, two of them, I'd be slumped and probably dead.
If you were drinking two of those things, yeah, that'd be pretty impressive to knock down.
I thought about getting two of them, but then I was like, no, I'm not a psychopath.
He said,
I don't have that.
Do that? Yeah. I, unfortunately, just so everybody knows, Wyatt was able to partake. He's a trooper. I am a party pooper. And the fact that I got 25-ounce cans because that is what my liquor store had for whatever reason.
At least you still have 40 ounces of beer.
I do have 40 ounces of beer. I've got
It's just not in one container.
probably 12 left in here, and I got me 25 right here. So, which, by the way, this is a better size for Michelob. This is a much... I don't know why, but this feels like a real beer compared to their slim cans.
I do have a spare beer down here too because I didn't know if this would be enough.
That's smart.
I mean, it'll be enough for the show, but I don't know if it'll be enough for the post show. So I got another beer as well, but it's a regular beer. It's just a Bud Light Lime. It is not.
Yeah.
It's not another Old English.
Oh gosh, yeah, man. Like we were just talking about it there. You said you hadn't talked about Dubby in a while. Dubby, be better.
Yeah.
Dubby.
Drink the fuck out of it.
No, Dubby, be better. Like you need to be better. Okay, so let's just get into this off. First of all, talking about buying or not drinking in a while. I ordered stuff at the beginning of September when I was running out of my second container of energy drink, and ordered their new hat. They dropped a new hat. I'm super excited for it to get in. Hopefully it comes. And the reason I say that is after 2.5 weeks of me constantly emailing them and them telling me that that the post office just hasn't scanned it, but it is in transport. They emailed me back this weekend and said, hey, just wanted to reach out and let you know that we are currently out of the flavor that you ordered. Yeah. And told me to pick another flavor. And it really upset me because I was trying to try a bunch of flavors so I could give them reviews, podcast content, as well as actually try, our sponsor stuff. Go on there. Every flavor I want to try is sold out. I was just absolutely pissed off. So I ended up getting the Dub Sludge again because that's just awesome. That green apple and stuff. That's just delicious. So I'm excited to get that in. They're sending me a free sticker sheet. Ooh. I do like stickers, but that's not the point. Screw you guys. I'm a little upset with you.
Yeah, you wanted a hat.
Yeah. And it didn't say anything in that email about my hat that I ordered. I haven't gotten a refund on it, so they're going to owe me $20 if my hat's not also in my order. But if so, next week I'll have a cool hat and a cool birthday shirt to present on the podcast to wear, and hopefully so. And if not, then we're going to have an even longer, bigger rant about Dubby because it's really unprofessional, dude. Like, super unprofessional.
Damn, next week's a big week. We got your birthday the day after this comes out. I guess I'll spare the details for next week, but yeah, I'll be traveling. You'll have a birthday, and on top of that, we're going head to head in fantasy football to cap off the whole week. So
yeah, dude, it could be like me and Dalton. We were lucky. Me and Dalton played each other in both of our fantasy leagues this week,
Really?
And, yeah, and we texted each other before the games, and we were like, dude, it's really ironic. Just because we're buddies, we truly hope that we split them, and that's exactly what we did. He took one league, and I took the other, and I was okay with that. It sucks, though, because the league that he won in wasn't ours, and in the other league, there's money on the line. So I would have rather have won that league. But for, like, moral and self-esteem purposes, it's good to win it in our league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll dip into a little bit of my fantasy football week as well. First, I guess we'll get into our recap. Well, what did your last week consist of?
Yeah, shoot, I was just talking. Yeah, shoot.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I was too, and then I was about to start talking about fantasy football, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, we're forgetting a part that we did. Yeah, this week, let me see. Football at Roane County. College played at Roane County against the University of Charleston. We were killing it. We lost 31-28, unfortunately. They scored 21 unanswered points in the second half. We were up 21-7. They scored 21 unanswered points, and we scored a pity touchdown with like a minute and 30 seconds remaining. And everybody got excited, and our mascot got excited, and she was like talking to me about it, and I was like, the game's over. And she's like, well, no, what are you talking? I was like, the game is over. I said, if we don't recover this kick, the game's over. And then I had to explain to her what was proceeding to happen.
Oh man, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. No disrespect to the mascot, but I feel like the mascot should, like, I know they're not playing. They don't need to know every fucking inch and every little detail of the game. But yeah, I feel like you should know that one. I feel like you should know when the game's probably over. You should know when you're going to need a miracle. That's what you should know, like bare minimum knowledge.
The only reason I'm giving this mascot a break is it's a female. And I'm not trying to be sexist to anybody that may be listening. Faith's mom, you're the only one. You know football. But you know football, and most women don't. And that's just the detail of it, is they don't realize the time can be ran out with a needle. And you just do that. Again.
Yeah. If we didn't have any timeouts and we don't recover that kick, which I'm assuming from the sounds of it, we probably didn't have any timeouts, if any one.
No, I don't think so. With how the score was, like, I'm gonna be honest, it was 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I was like, well, my job's done here for photographs. But then we started making progress, so I was like, well, I better not leave until it's actually over, just in case. But
yeah, because if they would have pulled out that miracle and you didn't have any photographs on it, they would have fucking had your ass.
Yeah. Didn't matter that I was there for 6 hours previous. Those 2 minutes that I missed were
Yeah, they would have recovered that kick and then threw like a fucking 70-yard touchdown to walk it off, and you were gone.
Yeah, dude. It would have been awful. But yeah, that game, so I did that, worked a little bit, which is good. I'll have off this Friday now, so might try to do something this Friday, hopefully. Sunday, I just relaxed with the family, had some good time with Faith and Layla, just went out and then came back home and did nothing, which was nice. Also, just gonna throw it in there because I won it this week, or I got it this week. Whenever I went to that expo, that like marketing promotional thing expo a couple weeks ago, I threw my card into a basket at the beginning because I thought it was just the company's basket, like keeping track of everybody that came. It was not. It was a raffle basket for the overall like grand prize of that thing, and I won it. And the guy brought it to me from Ohio yesterday. Yes.
What was it?
I mean, I'm trying to build up tension, everybody, even though it's really lame, but I won it. It's a grill.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That kicks ass, dude. I would be fucking pumped. Well, I wouldn't be pumped because I don't have anywhere to put a grill, but you do. You have a little tiny back porch.
Here's the thing, though. You do have a place to put this grill. This is a $400 Coleman's grill or whatever grill. This is I hate that I don't have a picture of it opened up. I'll send one to you later just so you can see it. It's rather large, but it's fully collapsible. So, like right now, I have it put away in my closet because I just brought it home. But you open it up, but it's got 2 full grates. Like it's the size of a full dresser. It's really, really cool.
That's pretty sick.
Faith used to have a really cheap one, like a tiny, tiny little one that just was like electric or something. But this is full propane and everything. It's a nice little setup. But I won that, and I've never won anything, so I'm a winner. Ha.
That kicks ass.
Yeah, so I was just happy about that. And then other than that, making small progress on some, personal things. The coloring book sheets are almost done. I'm like 95% done with those, which is a great feeling.
Yeah.
And then I golfed, and the only reason why I'm mentioning that is because I haven't had a driver in about 4 or 5 months. And
yeah, you got yours fixed.
I got mine fixed, and I swung it for the first time. And I ate groundhog for the first time. Just complete dirt and mud. But
I thought you were going to tell me you broke it.
No, by the end of the 18, I was hitting pretty solid, averaging like probably 250 to 260, and it was straight. Well, not straight for where I thought I was aiming, but straight for where I was actually aimed. So cool progress. It's been fun, and other than that, just little shit that I'll probably run over here throughout the podcast, honestly.
Nice. Hell yeah.
What's yours been into? What did you get into, well, this past weekend and this week, kind of?
Work. But this past weekend was work, but it's the last time I'll have to say that.
Cheers to you, man. Congratulations. That is awesome right there.
I said, fuck those guys, I'm out of here. That's not what I said at all, actually. I put in a 2 weeks notice 2 weeks ago and left in a very professional manner, and said a bunch of it was actually sad. It was like, for the first time in my life, like most of the times I've quit a job, it's been like, oh, I fucking hate this thing, I need something better. And I'll leave in like a semi-professional manner. Like the rest of them that I've left, I'll put in the 2 weeks notice, and then I'll get to like the last day or two, and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not going in. What are they gonna do? Fire me? But no, this one, I put in a 2 weeks notice. I lived out the entire thing. I made sure to say my goodbyes to everybody in my last thing. I even sent out an email at the end of it. I was like, hey, it's been like a mass email to everybody. I'm like, man, it's been awesome working with you guys. You guys are a bunch of good coworkers and even better people. And I was like, I'm going to miss you all. I wish you the best of luck in the future, all that kind of stuff. And then my boss actually answered it too, and he was like, yeah, we appreciate everything you've done the past couple of years, everything you've done for the department and the company, and you always have a home here. So I was like, wow, that's nice. I'm glad that we all like cool. It was a good feeling. It was a good feeling leaving like on perfectly good terms. Like I've left on solid terms with most of my jobs. Like even most of my jobs, even if they didn't like the way I left, like even if I didn't show up the last day, they'd still be like, well, if he wants to come back, we'll take him back. But this one was like, it was perfectly good terms. It was like, oh, and when I put in my 2 weeks, I told him that too. I was like, nothing's wrong. I just have a good opportunity that I feel like I have to pull the trigger on. That's all.
Yeah.
But
that's the best. That's the best.
It was a real bittersweet feeling.
I guarantee it. That's just hearing that, I honestly never thought you had this. We talked a little bit about this before, but I never really resonated with it at all. But you kind of going through the details there, and kind of like you could kind of feel the emotion a little bit of the bittersweetness of having to leave, like you'd said. I do kind of resonate a little bit now with SLS, just thinking about it, mainly because what you said about wanting to say your goodbyes and like leave it. There's something with the relationships that you built there to where it was worth making sure that it's not just hung out to dry.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And it's cool that you were able to end on that terms. Like, with everybody. You mentioning your boss, like, that's usually the hardest thing is your boss is either like, okay, well, they didn't do anything either way, or they're just mad because you did stuff and now you're leaving.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
My boss was fine right from the jump. Like, I remember when I put in my 2 weeks notice, because what I did is I typed one up on Microsoft Word, like a professional one, saved it, and sent it in an email to him with my own personal email attached to it. I was like, hey, I attached like my letter of resignation, my 2 weeks notice. I just want you to know, like, everything's good. I have no problems. I just, I had a good opportunity that I couldn't pass up, and I was like, thanks for everything. Like, I'm gonna miss you guys whenever the time comes, And then that's kind of what, that's all the whole last day was. Like, I've never been sad to leave a job, which, I was sad not in the sense that, like, I regret it, but I was sad, like, damn, this is it. Because I made, like, actual friends at that place. Well, the job wasn't spectacular, and the upper management, like the corporate folks, I wasn't the biggest fan of them. But, like, I met legitimate friends at that job that I plan on spending time with post job. You know, I've already hung out with some of them outside of work. Like, but I plan on like making plans with some of these guys throughout the night. Like, especially with football season going on. Be like, hey guys, come over and watch a football game, or we'll go meet up at the bar and watch a football game or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a real bittersweet feeling. That's kind of how I feel like I'm doing the right thing though, in terms of taking the leap and going to something entirely different. Because it felt different than leaving any other job. Any other job was like, thank God I'm out of here. This one was like, damn, I'm sad, but I'm excited for whatever's next.
Yeah.
So that was like, it was the worst I've felt leaving a job, but at the same time the best I've felt leaving a job, because I feel like I'm going to something, you know, it's going to pay off in the long run. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's funny you say that. I had a conversation with some of my student workers today. They were just kind of talking about what their plans are, what they're currently doing. They were asking for some advice, and that's the best thing, because they were asking me if I liked my job now comparative to my old job. And I'm not making more money, but I enjoy the job, and I see it as a huge benefit. Like, I felt like I needed to leave SLS and stuff, but now seeing how beneficial it was for me, and then for the first time, like you're saying, leaving a job and having relationships and having people that you want to make sure that you carry over, like, dude, again, I'm resonating with you so much, because that's Chris and Brandon and Greg for me. Like, it's cool to be able to find relationships that aren't built off of something school oriented, and unless it's relationships, once you're out of school, work's kind of where you're going to spend the most time, so where you can. And just as hard as it is to find people, it's really awesome just as hard as it is to find people that you actually want to hang out with outside of work, it's really like fulfilling whenever you do, and whenever you can carry that over. Like,
yeah.
I bet that's going to be, I'm thinking about it right now, I bet those guys are going to be so psyched. Like, I could just picture 4 or 5 of you guys from your work just hanging out at a bar one day and being like, man, you remember that time that we were just, just BSing and just enjoying it together. That's so cool.
Dude, it's funny because most of them are old. Like, they're not like old elderly men, but like two of my 3 favorite people at that job, like, one of them is 31. He's not old by any means. He's barely older than me.
Yeah.
But one of them's 45, just turned 46, and then the other one's like 40. And I'm like, these are some of my favorite people on earth. I love these fucking guys.
Dude, that's exactly how it is with me. I get along with them. I get along with older people. Just, I don't know. I don't like the word vibe, but I literally get along with them so much, or just so well. It's nice. I understand what you mean. Man, you got me reminiscing about some of those guys now. That's awesome. I need to text some of those guys. So.
But yeah, that was my last day was Sunday.
Sunday?
Real time is my last day was Sunday. I stuck around. I could have I had my start date. Like, I could have left. My last day could have been Friday, and I could have gave myself the weekend. But I was like, no, I'm not going to leave them hanging like that. Especially because I don't start until this Friday. So. Yeah, my last day was Sunday, which that was one thing that kind of sucked too, because I was one of the only people there on Sundays. So, like, I go to leave on my last day, and my very last day I got to say bye to almost nobody, because nobody was there.
Oh,
not the warehouse people. Like, there were other people there in different departments, but warehouse people, it was just me and then my night shift guy that comes in after me.
Oh, that's actually shitty.
Yeah, so it was like I got to leave and I just walked across the dock and turned around, took one last look at the place. I'm like, man, I will not miss this building, but I'll miss so many people in this building. And
dude,
then,
I wish.
Then I stepped out the door.
Dude, the videographer in me right now just has it like I could make a 30-second scene out of you just walking at you. Like, I can literally picture filming just your footsteps walking along the concrete, something along like the boxes, and then a big pan of you just turn around and be like, yeah. And then a voiceover of you saying those exact words. I'm not going to miss this place, but the people inside it, dude, that's so funny. That's awesome. Yeah. I love that. That's how you know you enjoy, like, it made a mark on you, you know?
Yeah, that place. I was talking to Jocelyn about it. I said that like, whether I liked the job or didn't, like it was such a crucial part of my life at such a crucial time in my life. Like,
yeah,
I really went from from the beginning of that job to now. I've lived 3 different lifetimes. It feels like. Yeah, like when I started there, I was living across the city by myself. I had no friends in the city. Like, the only friends that I had were back home. It was you and Celie and everybody, and Kevin and Nate and all those guys. Like, everybody, all of my friends were not there. I wasn't really friends with anybody at work yet. Lived by myself. I was single. I was working evening shift. I was working 3 to 11. And then I moved into fucking one of our old friends' places whenever we were cool with them. Then moved to day shift, and of course that living situation got turned upside down. But while I was there, I met my girlfriend, and then I moved here, and then I made friends at work and everything. Like, my life now compared to then is such a different fucking ballgame. And that was only, like, I started that job at 25, 26.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. 28 starting strong then.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I got my job on my 28th birthday.
That's dude, that's the best thing. That is the best thing. It's what I constantly tell myself, because do that comparison thing, and no money, no this or that, but man, comparing like, I can see progress that I've made, and that's such a fulfilling, like, that in itself is so fulfilling. And shoot, dude, we're so young already, and that's awesome. It's great that you put yourself in a position to be where you're at too.
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope it goes well. If this job goes well, I have the opportunity to make a good living for myself, and then when this lease is up next year, get a little closer to that workplace, because our plan changed. We're going to stay here a little bit longer than we anticipated, but give me more time to build that resume and build up the bank account, move up the ladder, and all that good shit, and then carry that with me whenever we do finally say sayonara to Pennsylvania, which will happen.
Yeah. This is just random, but before I forget, our boy Ty got engaged.
He did, yeah. I messaged him today and told him congrats. He didn't answer me.
The only reason why I am throwing that in there, because you're talking about building up the bank account, and I was like, I don't even have a fucking bank account at this point. But in my mind, I got to save up. His wedding is in Mexico.
Damn.
2027.
Okay, that gives us some time.
Give some time, but I was like, that's what is in my mind. I was like, I've got to build up an account just to be able to afford that. And then I got to think, like, I don't know. I'll probably like Mexico, but you're going to want to bring a kid with you that's 3 years old.
That's a good point. That'd be tough.
I already know I'm not. I'm already saying no. So, that saves us money, but it creates some stress. And I think we just need to drink more beer, and I think the answers will
they'll magically appear, yeah.
They'll just appear for me. I don't know. I'm hoping so, though.
Drink more beer and the answers will appear.
That's going on a sticker, man. That is literally next week's sticker. I'm excited. I got to show you one of our I finished one of the sticker designs for us. So I'm excited to show you, but drink more beer. Answers will appear.
It's true, man. That's how I got through college.
But yes, I didn't mean to interrupt, and I'm sorry. I just wanted to throw out there, Mexico 2027. I think of an account for that as well, because my plan right now is to go, but having an actual family is difficult, so I don't.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Drink. Answers will appear. Dude, I am stuck on drink more beer, answers will appear. We need to freaking open up. We need to have some big Backroad Banter seltzers or something, and that needs to be the slogan for our company.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Dude, that would be amazing.
I think we'd have to do actual beer for that, though.
No, we should. I don't know. I said seltzer because I was thinking, like, easy can, but it has to be beer. I'm just being gay.
We'll start brewing our own beer, and that's what we'll sell it as.
That would be fucking sick. This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm about to start making my own pickle brine.
Nice.
I don't know why. I'm going to pause right here.
You're just going to drink it. I think you died, Justin. Nope, there you are.
There we go. I marked it there.
You died for a second. Okay, I did too.
Okay, sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yours kept up. I don't know what's going on. It might be this fucking laptop. It might be.
It also might be that old Shintel internet, yeah.
That's probably more likely. Faith's not home yet, so her stuff's not on, so that's actually weird then. You know what? Drink more beer, the answers will appear.
That's right. That's funny as shit. I'm barely even into this thing, and it tastes worse the further down I get.
I'm not gonna lie. Me seeing you with that, just so everybody knows, I have not drank a 40 ounce probably since freshman year of college. So we're going on like 8 years of that. So I am gonna mute this and then give Wyatt a clap so that I didn't want to.
She didn't break anybody's eardrums.
Yes, but props to him because that was our plan, and I just unfortunately was not able to get it. But for him following through, that is a man, and I love it. So that's
you're not
awesome.
missing out on anything. It's horrific. There's zero chance I finish this. It was good that I had it here at least for show, but
no, dude. Nobody watches this, so.
That's right, so that means I could just switch.
More people see our cover photo than anybody watches this, so they'll think that you drank it, which in my opinion wins it out. So, and if you are watching this and did see it, comment here and let us know that, hey, you saw him switch it and now he has to drink another 40.
Yeah, you can call me a pussy.
Yeah, we would really appreciate some comments.
I would really appreciate it if you called me a pussy, yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. If somebody does that, me and Wyatt would text each other about that for probably 2 hours straight, just laughing.
Oh, that'd be funny as fuck.
It would be the funniest thing. We would show our families. We would. Yeah. It would be the highlight. You might win a roadie. Just throwing that out there. You might win a roadie for comment of the year. Just because I don't know if we have any comments. So. Oh gosh. Well, that was a good tangent. After Sunday, Wyatt, what did you do this week?
Shit, yesterday was almost nothing. Oh, I did skip over something. In the middle of my weekend that I worked, I made a grave mistake. It was terrible. So I went to the Fridays on 5th thing that I got this fancy pin at a couple months ago. It was the last one. I decided I'd stop by Friday night since it was the last one. Jocelyn wanted to go, so I went. We had entirely too many beers. I stayed up until about 12:30, and I had about a 36-hour hangover going through all of Saturday and about half of Sunday. But I tell you what, though, I did not call off. I toughed it out like a trooper, like a damn adult.
Last day being there, yeah.
Yeah, Saturday was hell. Saturday was the worst thing ever, and then Sunday was manageable, but Saturday was brutal. I don't know how the hell I did it.
If I can ask you this, I'm raising my hand because I'm used to seeing students do that. If you weren't leaving, would you have taken off? Like, were you feeling that bad?
I at least would have gone in late, maybe. Because I know that I had help Saturday. It wasn't just me Saturday. I had help until like 1 o'clock, so I probably would have came in at like 10.
Giving yourself a little bit more of a breather to kind of restart then. That's did you just drink beer?
I kind of sorta. We went to a brewery and they had a bunch of like really strong ass like ales. Like I think I drank probably like 4 9% beers. And then, like, 3 more, like, 6% beers.
And probably all different kinds, weren't they?
2 different kinds.
Oh, well, at least you...
All the 9s were the same, and then the 6s were the same.
Oh, really? Were they good?
Yeah, they were great. They were delicious, but I never want to see one of them again.
Too many on the first try made it to where you're done for you're good for life.
And it was like I tried to cram all of my drinking in. Because, no, this thing starts at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't get there till 8 because I was working. Mm-hmm. So I was like, and it ends at 10. So it's like I tried to do all my drinking from 8 to 10, and that was a bad move. And then even whenever the festivities ended, we still hung out at the brewery because it didn't close till 11. So we hung out there until like 10:30, and then went home. And then I didn't get to bed until like noon, or noon until like midnight.
Damn.
It was a bad time. It was a good time, but it was a bad time. Yeah,
that's less damn. Noon is less of a damn than, or midnight's less of a damn than noon, but still.
Yeah, noon would have been fucking crazy. Yeah, I just toughed it out. I went to work and passed out in the middle of the day. I almost did a couple times anyway. I'm sitting in the office, I'm just like nodding off. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go do something, so I don't fall asleep. Yeah, that, and then yesterday was a whole bunch of nothing, and then today was did some little bit of editing, some backlog editing of some older shit. And by older, I mean like 3 weeks ago. And then went to the old blood place and went and got some Popeyes and picked up a 40 ouncer that I don't want to drink because it's horrible.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It would help you if you had some bears on there. I got some freaking grizzly bears on my beer right now, and they're just screaming at me.
They probably would. I don't know if it's the 40 getting to me or if it's actually hot in here, but I feel hot as fuck right now. It's brutal.
Nah, dude, it's definitely hot. It's hot. I feel it.
You might be right.
It's down here.
It doesn't help that, like, I'm sitting next to this window, and I had to, normally when we do this in the daytime, I leave the curtain open for, like, light, so there's better lighting in here. But the sun was just beating through my window, and it made it fucking so hot in here. I had to shut it. I opened the other side of it, at least. I closed the part that was shining directly on me, and it's shining on the back of the room instead.
It looks good in there, though. So yeah. Only shadows only sometimes, so that's good.
Yeah, one of these days I'm end up getting like a light, like the TikTok bitches do.
That's what I got here for my...
Nice.
It's for my coins. Not for me, but... That's another thing, guys. I'm talking to you. So, Guy?
Guy?
Whoever else? Haven't put out a video on my YouTube, on my silver YouTube in a couple weeks. Or like 2 weeks. I need to get that done. I've just been so busy, dude. I've been fucking swamped. It's crazy. I have so much stuff I want to do and not enough time to do it during the day. And then... That's the only thing. I don't care. I can complain about it because I'm young. That's the only thing that's the only bad thing. If you're somebody that wants a family, somebody that loves being a father and a husband and all that, that's the only bad thing about having a kid is it limits everything you can do. And even when you don't think it will, you gotta take it. It still does, dude. So it's like, take it. Yeah, it's just hard. But with that being said, drink some beer and the answers will appear.
That's right. That's funny as shit. I love that.
I'm just gonna be shouting that from now on. I love that. That's good. I'm gonna make it into a couple stickers, but I'm gonna have one sticker made up that just says that in a long vertical sticker, and then on the side is just gonna be our logo pointing out, so that it's like it just be nice to slap across stuff at a bar or something.
That's awesome. Bars would eat that up. They wouldn't even give a shit what it's from. They're like, oh my god, that's brilliant.
Yeah, they love that. So I think that's good. I think that would be a good marketing ploy right there, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I've wanted to do extra videos of my own as well, and then I've decided against it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought about doing shit with some games and stuff, and then then I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't even fucking keep track of the stream like I want to.
Dude, it's that's the hardest thing. I was really good with it. It's just so hard. That's it. It's just it. Like, you can go into it, but if anybody's listening, they'll understand. Like, it's just so hard too with time and everything else that you have to do, plus the things you want to do, and it's really where you find your priorities at.
Another reason I haven't is, like, I don't want my games to become a job, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to feel obligated to play something I don't feel like playing at the time.
Yeah.
Like if I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta make this video for The Last of Us, but I really just want to play 2K for a minute. Like, I just want to play some basketball.
Yeah. See, that's something I like that you said that. That's something that I have to. That's something I have to get with all my silver and everything, I have to get in control is whenever I first started the channel, I was doing stuff that I just wanted to talk about. I just wanted to discuss. And then it started going to me listening to comments and me listening to people that would watch the videos. And I was tailoring it more towards, the people that were viewing, which I guess if the goal is to get an increase in followers, that's the point. But for me, I think that's why I've paused on it, because I've lost the ambition that I had for the organic content that it was, and more I was chasing after, can I get 20 views on this video compared to, am I actually just putting out something I want to talk about because I like it? And it's a really funny thing that I've had to confront with myself within the past week, because it's just it is hard. You don't want to make it a job. It needs to just be something you're interested in. It's why I then look at our podcast here and I'm able to be very appreciative for it, because it's exactly that. But it's also why I'm appreciative that I have you to help me with it and to do it with me, because like we talked about it, there are days that we just don't feel like doing it and stuff.
Yeah. And then there's also some days where we can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And so, but having somebody else there to, even if it's just sending us an idea or us just talking about can we do it this day or can we do it that day? It's just a little bit more ignition in me to be like, oh yeah, this is something that you like doing. You got to remember that this is something to do. And it is, dude, making it to, we say it every episode, I'm going to keep saying it, episode 40, that's fucking amazing. 40 weeks in a row. I was just talking to I'm still talking about Ethan Burkhammer whenever I say that. I was talking to Ethan, I ran into him
Burk Slammer.
Yeah, dude, that big old dong slong. That dude, I ran into him, he was putting antifreeze or something in one of the college vehicles, and I ran into him when I was at the football field. I was getting drone videos of the field being built, and we just started bullshitting and stuff, and man, I fucking love that dude. He is such a, he is the epitome of the sweetest guy you could run into.
He was one of those guys that even I haven't seen him in years, but if you were to tell me that he's the exact same in terms of good dude that he used to be, I wouldn't be even remotely close to shocked. I'd be like, yeah, I believe that.
The first three things that he talked about was my family, Hunter Self's family, because Hunter Self has had a kid recently, and somebody else. And it's all what everything else was. And then I was like, well, how are you doing and all that? And it turns out he's health wise not doing the best. And but he didn't even bother mentioning that, and I was like, yeah, that's classic Ethan. That's Ethan for you. But I mentioned him because we were talking about us all getting together and going golfing next time you're in, because he was talking about.
That'd be fucking sick. That'd be awesome.
I told him you'd be excited for it. I was like, I'm telling you. I said, we could get a group of guys together, even if it's just a few. He said, well, I'm not good and this and that. I said, we're not either. I was like, we're just there to have fun, because he was talking about not having anything around town and this and that, and being the age that we're at, it's really hard to just have a life if there is nothing offered for you. And I was going through the things that we could do, and he's like, I don't know about golf because of this and that. And I was like, dude, golf's awesome. He said, you golf? I said, dude, I've golfed for years now. I love it. And then I told him, I said, Wyatt's been golfing. I said, and I went through it all, and he's like, oh, well, shoot, maybe we should all do that. I was like, dude, me and Wyatt would definitely golf with you next time he's in, if you're free. And he said, I'm 100%. Always just sitting at the house, so just let me know. And it just had me excited, because I was just thinking about that goofy butt right there. So whatever you said brought him up, and once I said, speaking of that I lost it all, because Ethan just came in my head, and I freaking out. He's just a goofy.
I forget what it even was, but yeah, whatever. Hearing about Ethan was better than hearing about whatever else it was.
Hear that, yeah.
Whatever brought it up, yeah.
He's just excited.
I miss that guy.
Dude. He's such a good dude, man. I can just leave it at that. Dude, I have got to tell. the whole one person watching this and Wyatt that's seeing it, I have an actual list of shit to talk about today.
Ooh.
And I haven't talked about a thing of those. And I'm actually, I think, aside from our recap, but there's just been so much stuff to happen.
Yeah.
And really, not at all. It's just like news. I've got some random stuff that's just out and about related to our interest. I've got a lot of shoes stuff. I just drop it in here because I can't talk to anybody else about shoes, so I'm throwing it on the internet. Oh, look, I already complained about the W shipment. Look at me. We're knocking stuff right off the list right here, buddy. Running through. I love it right now. We're doing good.
Dude, I'm gonna shift over to the old fantasy football recap here, and the reason that I'm gonna do that, the main reason I'm gonna do that, is because I was wrong. We do not play each other next week. We play each other this week. We play each other week 5. I remember even talking about it a couple weeks ago that I said it was this week, but I'm 1-3. You're 2-2. In my money league, I'm a perfect 4-0. I won again. In the league, the job I just left, I'm still in the league.
That matters. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lamar Jackson just got hurt, so I might be fucked.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
How's Lamar Jackson just got hurt? Drake London's on a bye week, and then which also fucks me in our league because if Drake London's on a bye week, that means Bijan Robinson's on a bye week.
Yeah.
And Rome Odunze's on a bye week for the Bears, and the Steelers are on a bye week, so I do not have their defense. So
I'm not gonna lie.
I might be about to drop to 1-4.
Do me a favor and just lose it out for me, because I am not gonna do good. I've already won one more game than I've hoped to for. If I win 3 games this season, I may fly a plane into the clock tower.
That's not the building that I thought you were gonna say. Those ones are gone. It's all right.
Yeah, they're not there. Too far of a flight, too. I'm not a good pilot.
Neither were they.
Pilot. I'm a drone pilot, but it's not going to do much damage, that little propeller going into it.
Yeah, I got, it sucked because this week was probably, I don't want to go back through all of my scores and see, but I'm pretty sure this week was the best that I've done, and I lost.
This week you killed. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, you destroyed.
I lost because I played our league's highest scorer for the week.
Who's that?
Seth. Skinner beat me 157 to 150. He had
makes sense.
He had Josh Jacobs. I had pretty much everybody sprinkle some shit in there, but my main ones were Bijan Robinson and Justin Fields. Glad I started Fields because I almost went with Jackson Dart just to see what happened. Yeah. Which he did good. He did all right, like for a rookie. I got Jackson Dart in both of my leagues now, and in my other one, it looks like I'm going to have to use him at least this week because Lamar's damaged.
Wait. He plays for... Oh, yeah. Dude.
Yeah, I got Lamar in my other league. Yeah. But yeah, I'm this week against you, it's looking like if I get some of the waiver pickups that I'm looking for, I might stand a chance, but my running backs are shot. My best receiver... not my best receiver. I don't really have a best receiver, do I? Shit. All my receivers are underperforming. Except for Zay Flowers. He's inconsistent. He does the job whenever he wants to. But yeah, you might get another win this week, dude. And, the only hope I have is that Jaden Daniels comes back and I get at least 2 of my waiver claims that I placed. But I guess I'll find that out when I wake up in the morning if I got any of those.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I just need a kicker to fill in for Boswell this week, and that'll help me. But, yeah. Not looking too hot, but I don't really care. Football's football, and when I can watch it, I enjoy it, and that's the whole thing. So,
were you able to catch the Ireland game?
I was not. I didn't. What was I doing Saturday or Sunday? Oh, I was out at the store, but I also didn't have any way to watch it.
Oh yeah, it was on NFL Network. I watched it in the break room at work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, or what I could watch anyway. Other than that, I listened to it. Like I had it up on the radio station on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was just like driving around the warehouse, just listening to what was going on. But it was another game that we it should have been a murder, and it just wasn't. Yeah. Like we started off red hot. I think after we finished that drive that was at the end of the first quarter going into the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers had 140 yards. He finished with like 200. He threw an 80-yard touchdown to DK Metcalf. And then, like, everything just stood still. Everything stopped. And it was another game that, like, by all means, we probably shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
It almost looked like they were trying to throw it away, and they just didn't do a good enough job of throwing it away. It was like very similar to the Patriots game. Like, we started off red hot, and then halftime hit, and they were like, all right, we're in a good spot. We can just not play anymore. We're done.
That's how the Glenville game was on Saturday.
Yeah. Because we were up, the Steelers were up, I want to say 14-3 at halftime. I'm going to double check that because I might be wrong. But we had a firm grasp of the lead.
Not gonna be.
We were up 14-6 at halftime. We gave up 15 points in the fourth quarter. We won by the skin of our nuts. 24-21. Kenneth Gainwell had a gigantic game and 500 million fantasy points, and nobody had him on the team.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, because he probably wouldn't have had that much, but Jaylen Warren he was ruled out at like 7 a.m.
I don't pay enough to football to ever be good at fantasy. It sucks. Oh, there's too much.
I don't know how I'm kicking ass in my work league. I'm glad I am, though, because I remember at the draft, I remember some guy telling his buddy that was there. It was like two of the corporate guys. I didn't know who they were, but I remember like he thought that I didn't hear him, but I remember him saying like, I think this guy's gonna finish last place.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He just sucked my balls. I'm 4-0, and I don't even work there anymore, bitch.
Yeah.
I hope I win the championship. Like, yeah, I'll win the championship, and I'll come back to see you guys one more time so I can collect my fucking money.
That's funny. Oh gosh.
Yeah, bye weeks start now, so now is when through the rest of the season, shit's gonna be very, very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, not for me. I'm losing, everybody. Put your money on that one. Just as
yeah, man. But oh yeah, one more thing football wise. This was fucking horse shit. The Packers and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Fucking game of the year contender. That shit was a banger. And ended in a 40-40 tie.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Why the fuck are they even able to tie? Like just adopt the college football overtime rules.
Or just have regular... You're a professional sport. Professional. Top of the... Can't get higher. Why is that an option? Why is that, like... Beyond that being an option in any other league, it makes no sense for you guys. Like...
Yeah.
It's very stupid. And, also, in my opinion, non-football knowledge opinion, that's where you really find the good teams, or the guys that can freaking play through that late in the game, that can push themselves to make sure to make plays, to be there in their spots. Yeah, that's crazy. I, again, didn't watch it, but I saw the score and I was like, that's just disappointing.
Yeah, I was furious. I was just wondering, like, how the fuck... It's a game. It was surefire game of the year that got tainted with fucking. I don't know if it was a surefire game of the year that week 1 with the Ravens and Bills was very close. Like that was very fun too, but I don't know how you can taint such a fantastic game with a tie. Like now, it won't be remembered as a good game. It'll just be remembered as the 40-40 tie.
Yeah,
and that shit infuriates me. I don't really like either of those teams. I really don't like the Cowboys, but that was horse shit. That made me so mad.
Yeah, it's not sports. That's
sports. That's for soccer. Like keep your ties in soccer. Basketball can't tie. Baseball can't tie.
Yeah.
Hockey can't tie. Hockey can't even fucking tie, dude. They do a shootout at the end of the thing. If you go, I think it's 2 overtimes they do before they're like, all right, let's fucking do a shootout.
Good.
Ties are fucking ridiculous in pro sports, especially when the not pro sports don't tie. Like college football, you can't tie in college football. Their overtime system is like it's set to where you literally cannot tie. You keep playing until somebody fucking wins. It's different. It's not timed, like it's not a clock. But if the NFL needs to do it that way, man. Ties are horseshit. Ties are ridiculous.
That's retarded. you were just talking about college, and it made me pop in my head because I had a note wrote down about. Did you see the WVU Coliseum's getting renamed?
It's getting sponsored, surely, right?
The Hope Coliseum for Hope Gas. Makes sense. I understand it. Nobody's gonna fucking call it that, and fuck you guys for selling out. Like, that. There's no need. You don't have to have, like, when I go to the Mini Hamilton Coliseum, I'm expecting a hospital, not a basketball court.
Yeah.
When I go to the Shintel Dome, I want to see the headquarters for an internet service company, not a football stadium. Fucking stop selling out, you pieces of shit. And if you're going to sell out, just sell products, or just make it to where your service provider, is paying for their shit in some other way to supplement that little bit extra that they're going to be using. Use their Wi-Fi for everything you're related in. Use all that other shit. Fuck you guys for branding out like that. I'm a marketer and a brander, but I hate oversaturation, and I hate the killing of identities. And you're not creating identities or, creating more brand awareness by doing that. You're killing the identity of the people that it's associated to. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I'm an idiot. But that's my opinion.
I do think it sucks. I think it sucks, and nobody will ever call it that. It's like Heinz Field. Well, it's funny because Heinz Field was sponsored by Heinz, but it was sponsored by Heinz because Heinz is here.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, and still, like, people don't call it shit Acrisure. The only people that call it Acrisure are the people on the broadcast that have to because it's their job. We're live here from Acrisure Stadium. Nobody calls it that.
Yep.
It's Heinz Field to everybody.
Yep. Until they tear that field down and build another one, it won't be anything else. It's just how it'll be. So that upsets me, and I wanted to just throw that in there because screw you.
Yeah, there's a select few sponsored fields that I think get a pass, and it's because they've always been that. Like Heinz Field up until a couple years ago. PNC Park has always been PNC Park. Mm-hmm. Who else? MetLife Stadium has always been MetLife Stadium. Like, it's still a relatively new stadium, but it's always been MetLife.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to think of who else. Yeah, but yeah, the newer ones, yeah, I'm fine with that. But
that's what I'm trying to find stuff here that I had things to say. You know what? I'm complaining about stuff. If it's okay, let's complain about more shit. So, I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, as I usually do, at least once a week. I try to find a good, interesting person to listen to. I was listening to him, and he does his advertisements, for everything that he likes, and he does and everything. But now, Joe Rogan, you are a sellout because you do not know shit about wrestling. You do not know any wrestlers aside from the people that's been on your show. And he did an advertisement for one of the WWE events, which I get.
Did he really?
Yes. And it sounded so fucking broken. Like, you could tell that he was reading from a teleprompter and had no enthusiasm.
He had it written down in front of him.
Dude,
what one was it?
All I have a screenshot of is... I'll send you my screenshot so that you can see, like... It makes no sense. It's just how that I would remember it. WrestlePalooza?
Okay, yeah.
I just screenshotted it and highlighted it for everybody. I'll throw it up here too, maybe, if I remember to insert it. But absolutely nothing. That's how I remember shit. But it just frustrated me because it's like, man, you gotta at least make it believable. Like,
yeah,
but
right?
Also, you're not gonna be believable. You have been stated to multiple times the only sport that guy watches is MMA. He goes to soccer events and pool.
And he's gone to the occasional football game, maybe one. I might remember him hearing about like him going to one Rams game.
Yeah, but he doesn't watch anything. He doesn't know anything. And sorry, wrestling is such an out of the ball thing that if you are a wrestling fan, you're gonna mention it, especially if you do 2,000 plus podcasts. You're gonna talk about that shit a few times.
Yeah.
He never has. So to me, it's just more of an identifier of like, yeah, that didn't belong in here.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have any of the modern day people on, so he knows like little to nothing about it other than shit people have told him.
See, and that's my thing. I understand. Like, It's literally my job. I understand it. It makes more in WWE's mind. It makes more sense for him to read it off because it's an identification for viewers that don't know Joe. That he's doing this. But no, it would have meant more to me or made more of an impact to me if I would have heard a star that was going to be wrestling on that show being like, "Hey, thanks for listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. Check this out. We're doing the WrestlePalooza or whatever." Like,
if he had Tony Hinchcliffe do it.
Yeah, somebody that was a real wrestling fan. And that's the perfect example of when you do so much of something, you're going to mention it a few times. He doesn't get on. He mentions it all the time. Like, he is a true hardcore through and through wrestling fan since he was born in like 84. Tony is so that's a great example. That's the perfect. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Thank you for throwing that in there, man.
Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe do it. I don't even know if it was a WWE thing that wanted him to do it. I think it was ESPN.
Oh yeah, because it was for ESPN because they're through their show on ESPN.
Their shit's on ESPN now, which sucks because it's so much more expensive than Peacock.
That's what it is, because I've heard him do stuff for other things, and the same things popped in my mind. But wrestling is so out of the ballpark for him that it's like that type of wrestling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he hasn't had anybody on but, like, what, Undertaker and Hulk Hogan?
I think he had on Edge.
Really?
Maybe Edge. Oh.
I don't even remember. That's crazy. But yeah, he's not the guy that I would want trying to sell that because he, like you said, he'd probably I can picture it just literally reading off of a fucking piece of paper.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. It was broken up. There was no inflictions on anything. It just upset me. So you know what? That rant's out of the way. Thanks for listening, Wyatt and Regina. Trying to think, but that's probably about it. I'm gonna send you. I like to throw one in every episode, and this can lead into some of your social media stuff. Celina 52 Truck Stop is at it again with their social media, and I've decided to make this a part of not maybe a every episode thing, but definitely a regular thing. My favorite post for them a week, and it is this one that I'm currently sending to Wyatt. So, as everybody can see on the screen, you have that beautiful picture. I don't have the caption for everybody else, but here's the caption. We have learned that Tylenol causes autism, so we're now offering free Tylenol with our Clear Blue tests while supplies last. Savina 52 employees are autistic, and they're very focused, brutally honest, and obsessed with trains, which are highly preferable traits. Check out our autistic display beside the piss bottles to learn more about the scientific breakthrough. There's a couple reasons I included this, Wyatt. It was because of the thing. Look in on the piss bottle. It's encased.
That's exactly what I was doing. I was zooming in on it right now. 1,000th recovered urine container discovered August 6, 2025. Do not sniff.
So, Celina 52, thank you for continuing to entertain Backroad Banter Podcast and whoever may ever check this out. Your social media, though you have many that I wanted to, this one was perfect. So, this gets the post of the week from Celina 52.
That's
definitely
good.
Worth mentioning. And that can lead into some of your social media content or Snapchat content that you have, Wyatt.
Yeah, dude. I dug through and I sent them to you. I dug through and found some old clips of well, two of them are you, one of them's Spiderman, and yeah, the Spiderman was damn good.
The vectors that are inside of this room right now. We seriously could not quantify the amount of physics that it would take to just think about it.
That was words of wisdom. That was up there with drink more beer and answers will appear.
I think I just said words.
Spider-Man just said words.
Syllables. Yeah, I didn't. I don't know who that was. But I did recognize that sweatshirt. Seems like he was in something.
That's right. Yeah, my second one here is my second one's another Oreo. We brought in Oreo in the last session of this. This is for anybody that needed to know how big this fucking cat was. That's how big this fucking cat was. Now, mind you, I'm no small dude. I was smaller. I was smaller in this picture than I am now, but I was still at no point in my life, even when I was a child, was I a small dude. That's one monster fucking cat, and as you can tell, he's trying real hard to get out, but he's too fat. He's too fat and he can't get out. The next one is Justin dying. The next video is Justin near death, with a special guest appearance by our friend Dean.
Dean just slid in there right at his moment, as he usually does. I'm willing to give some clarification. I wasn't dying just to die. I was dying because I was given the opportunity to basically buy a Goodwill a Nike sweatshirt at Goodwill prices, and that is exactly what I did. I took that opportunity, grabbed a hold of it, threw that shit on, and wore it till I spit it out. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. And then our last one, this one, I don't remember when this was. I don't remember what it was for, but I remember we were hammered in the back seat of somebody's car. I don't even know whose. But this is a good one.
Oh! Yeah! Look at that car right there, bro! Oh, damn!
I have no idea. Like, I know where that was. That was it. I don't know whose car. I don't even know whose car that was. I couldn't tell you whose fucking car that was.
No, we could do our best guesses probably, but I don't know if we would ever really.
I don't know who ever drove a Hyundai.
When was that?
Shit. 2017.
Damn. Yeah, so if I was recording a Snapchat, watch me not even save that thing. Oh no, I did! I'm sending it to Wyatt now.
I don't know whose fucking car that was, though. Like, for the life of me, I've thought about that so many times. I have a few.
I don't know who that is. That's not that video. I just sent you some random video. What's with all the GoMart videos I got on my phone? I must not have saved that. I don't know what I sent.
I'm glad I muted the back end of that.
Oh, okay. Well,
that was funny as shit.
We're going to take a 10-second pause while I listen to whatever I just sent to him because I want to hear that.
It's funny as fuck.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I would catch hate. I also think that clip would go viral.
That's funny as fuck,
fucking
dude.
Hilarious. Oh, thank you for muting that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish I knew whose car we were in because I know Carby had a Hyundai for a brief period of time. He did not have an SUV. He had that little Tiburon. That's not what this is.
Kevin has the Honda Accord.
But this is a Hyundai, though. Yeah, that wasn't a Honda. It's got the H is slanted.
2017.
I can't think of who that would have been, and it wasn't Dean.
Was it Seeley?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to ask him.
That's.
But why were we both in the back? So we had to be with two people, probably a couple, if I were to guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Drink beer and the answers will appear.
Yeah, maybe I'll think. Dude, what if I'm just sitting here just hammering back the rest of this beer whenever we get done with this, and I'm like, oh my god, I know who it was.
I'm gonna be thinking about it until it's gonna be in the back of my mind.
Yeah, but for the life of me, I can't think of who it was. It wasn't an ex of any of ours.
No.
If it was, both of us wouldn't have been in the back seat.
And my I only have one ex, I guess. I don't.
It wasn't Maya because if it was because we were drinking. Like Maya wasn't a drinker, so it's not like it was Maya or Nathan. No. And it wouldn't have been Nathan anyway because he never had a Hyundai. And it wasn't Maya because it's not like we drank with Maya. She didn't drink.
Hard to. I don't know, bro.
I have no idea.
Clue. I have no clue. That one's one for the. I don't know. One for the post, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to think about it. I'd have to look back and see if I have anything else from that night, but I don't think I do. I think that one was just like by itself.
Yeah, I believe it. That's random. That's how most of them were. Yeah, I don't have anything like that.
That might not have been 2017. That might have been 2016.
Okay, that helps me out then, and that helps me out with the vehicle. 2016 was filled with drugs. 2016 was filled with a lot of funny stuff. I'll show my car video one day.
Yeah, because it was... Now I can't even find it. Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on. There it is. Okay, we all have these videos from this... yeah, it's a bunch of videos from the same night. And we're in the back of this car the whole fucking time, and I don't know whose it is.
What's funny is I don't have any memories earlier than July of 2016. So I must have taken no memories in high school.
This one was wintertime. Okay, no, this one was 2017. It was early 2017. It was like the beginning of the year, winter 2017. It was...
Yeah, I got some random funny shit and some randomness, but nothing... Got my Rat Pack collection.
I have a bunch of shit from the same night. Here's you. There's a big bucket of... there's a big trash can full of water. Don't know what that could be for. I know exactly what that was for. And then there's the car at the Go Mart. And then we're still in the back seat of this car. And I don't know who's driving it.
I can't either, but I'm glad you said something about that bucket of water because those stories have to be put into my book.
I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna see if we can hear who you're talking to.
Yeah. Well, while Wyatt's muting himself, please listen to some calm motivational music. If you're feeling kind of lonely and you don't know where to turn, look for a bridge and jump off the end. Whether it was somebody that worked in fast food, because on this video, one of the videos that I just listened to, I don't hear them say anything back, but I hear you telling them how to quit a fast food job. I'm lost. I don't know who it could be. I don't know, but somebody needs to wash my mouth out with soap.
This one was right after you put in a dip of Copenhagen.
Oh. Now
that was all the same car ride though, and I don't know whose car we were in, and maybe we'll never know.
Yeah, we won't. I don't know. It's like getting to the center of a Tootsie Pop, but we'll get there one day. We just don't know when.
You know who it could have been? I don't know when he would have had this car or why he would have had this car, but it could have been Jordan. It could have been Jordan and Kendra in the front seat, which is why we were in the back. But I don't remember him ever having a Hyundai.
That would make sense. Dude, do you remember that one time in high school whenever we were driving out to his house and Kendra's fucking dog jumped out the window and I had to catch that shit?
Yeah, he tried to kill himself.
Yeah. He really, guys, literally, this dog was on a leash trying to kill himself. I had to football catch this thing out as he jumped out the window because he was...
That was wild.
He was gone, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know how you did it. Like, I don't know how you had those kind of reflexes. Because I watched him just running around, being a little shithead, and then he jumped. And you were like...
I think that's God coming through, and he's just like, listen, this dog doesn't deserve this.
Yeah, that was Earl. That wasn't the dog's
actual name. That was
name.
Earl, yes. Oh, yeah. My gosh, dude.
That wasn't the dog's actual name, but that's what we all called him.
That's what everybody called him, yeah.
Because Ty called him that one time, and it stuck because he couldn't remember his name.
That's so funny. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's all I got in the memory department today. I'm going to have to try to remember whose fucking car that was. But I think Jordan is the front runner for that answer right now. Because it would explain why we were both in the back.
Yeah, but at that time, he was still driving, well, no, I don't know. I
don't know what he was driving at that time.
So I can't say, yeah. I was just
the next time I'm at Mom's, I'm gonna see, like, because he stops by and does some of her yard work. I'm gonna, like, ask him, be like, was this your car that we were in?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious.
Because he's only had 500 million fucking cars. He probably wouldn't even remember. He'd probably like, shit, maybe.
That's exactly what he'll say. He'll do his little laugh, and then he'll say that.
I haven't heard him do that shit in forever. I don't even know if he still can.
I haven't either. Oh, that's too funny.
One of my funniest memories of him is I remember him start to do that laugh, and then he fell down the entire flight of stairs at his mom's house. He just got the initial shriek out, and then you just heard because he was running after his sister or something like that, and he does the laugh real loud, and then you just hear down every one of the steps. I'm like, oh.
Upstairs wouldn't hurt. Going to the basement, those steps were the worst.
Oh, it was his house out in Cox's Mills.
Shit, that would hurt just because of the narrowness of everything.
Yeah. I remember Dante fell down those bitches headlong one time. The downstairs ones at his Glenville house. He felt like the wooden ones.
Dude, do you remember when Sam fell down those things?
Oh no, that was Sam. That wasn't Dante.
Dude,
I thought he fucking died. I remember watching him do it. He fell down, like he slid down the carpet ones. And then when he fell down the wooden ones going to the basement, he fucking, like his head's here, he went boom. He looked like he was trying to do the glitch in Call of Duty Zombies where you fucking
thought
dive
he
off.
could slide and everything caught and he flew, like flipped. Dude, that
shit funny. Was wild. I'm surprised that he like wasn't severely injured off of that. He fucked himself up, dude. I remember watching him from behind. I was like, oh no.
So many wild stories went down.
I was afraid to go check on him, dude. I was like, shit, I'm gonna go down there and he's gonna be dead.
That house holds so much just from that family.
Oh my god.
It's so crazy. And Lisa passed away in there. That's like the worst part of it.
Yeah.
I think about her a lot. I was just talking about her last week. I randomly think of her. Yeah. Well, on to some other shit. I don't know. Let me show you some shoes just so I can delete them.
Nice.
So, these are quoted as they're loading for you. It was quoted in the post, "Did Jordan break the golf game? Maybe if he's trying to break the fucking looks of it. How
They look like snow tires.
That's a great... I understand you're not gonna slip and slide with those things on.
I'd fucking hope not. You could climb a mountain like a damn mountain goat with those things on.
Yeah. But is that not absolutely fucking stupid, dude?
Yeah, those are dumb as shit.
They didn't break the golf game. They just broke my brain for 30 seconds staring at it.
Yeah.
Those are just ugly and stupid. And also, look at the design of them. They're the same basic-ass Jordan and Nike design that's been done on 1,000 shoes.
Yeah,
so,
just with snow tire tread.
Just with snow tire tread, yeah. I really like that comparison. That's funny. Now, these next ones are also funny. For anybody that likes going shopping, likes buying in bulk, you know, maybe your favorite stores are Sam's Club or Kirkland's or something. Well, Kirkland's is meeting together with Adidas to deliver you the Kirkland Adidas shoes. Or wait, I sent the Home Alone shoes. Sorry.
I was about to say, where does it say Kirkland at?
We're switching over to Home Alone. These Home Alone shoes are cool. I have so many shoes on my phone.
Costco's going to sell their own Adidas shoes? That's what Kirkland is. It's like a Costco brand, right?
Yeah, Kirkland is specific to them. That's what their golf and everything is. Not Adidas. See, I got it confused because I saw the Adidas. I like these Adidas Home Alone shoes. I think it's stupid to collab on them.
I didn't even know they made clothing. I just knew they made, like, food.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. They make golf clothes and golf clubs and balls, and that's what I know them for, is golf clubs and stuff. But, yeah, they're Sam's Club's version of, like, Walmart's Sam's Club. But, yeah, and the only thing that I find funny is on the sole they have their quarter-pound hot dog thing.
That's funny as shit.
That's pretty... That's the only... everything else, that's a basic, ugly shoe. As somebody that's owned 1 million shoes and owns 20 pairs of shoes, that fabric will get stained instantly. That is nothing more than Nike's sweatpant fabric that they do. Not their dry fit fabric, but their other just cotton blend fabric. That will get stained instantly and never come out. So, stupid fucking design. And what I'm thinking is, if I'm at Costco wearing my Costco shoes with a Costco hot dog underneath it, I'm going to get a Costco dog. And if I get a Costco dog and I bite into it, and one little drop of that sausage hot dog water drops
on my
onto
Kirkland
this,
brand shoes.
I'll never get it out. It'll forever be darker gray.
They'll owe me a new pair of Kirks.
Yes, very much so. I would be upset. So for that, I'm saying stupid designs. We're just going to roll on here because I've just got it's just collab day here. PlayStation has collabed with Reebok, and they are releasing a variety, and a really cool variety, of throwback shoes coming out, including a pump. The pump looks ugly, but I like the Reebok pump, so I'm throwing it out there. But here are all their shoes they're coming out with. I just think they're cool, and I would probably buy the top pair, honestly. I'd
buy some PlayStation shoes.
I think those are nice. I like those. And the last collab that I have going on isn't really a collab, but everybody used to like Crocs. Some people still do. And for all you kiddos out there, you should not be listening to this podcast. But if you are,
go get jobs.
Check out these these Spiderman Crocs.
Those kick ass.
Yeah, are those not kind of cool? I would, and they've got like an adult version and a kid version, but the cool thing is I like the adult version because you can tell that webbing and the fabric, that's like that's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man fabric. So that's cool. Looks good. And, I just wanted to throw that in there as well. So, a whole lot of shoes, a whole lot of collaborations, not a lot I'll buy.
Not a lot of good ones, yeah.
No, not at all. Big takeaways from it is, Jordan, fuck yourselves. You guys did not break the golf game. You're just oversaturating the market with your really terrible designs.
They're preparing you to golf in the snow, bro.
Yeah, but I can golf in the snow with boots on.
True.
Or just not at all, because guess what? I've tried to golf. I tried to golf in the snow. It doesn't matter if you have colored balls. Yeah, it's fucking difficult. You won't play 3 holes, I bet, unless you're a YouTuber. So, and I'm not. Well, technically I am a YouTuber.
Yeah, I was about to say, might not be a big one, but yeah, technically we both are, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. We are. That's awesome. Well, heck yeah, cheers to that. That's all I had for that. And, dude, I'm not putting the picture in here. Everybody missed the picture. Sorry. There's a cool picture of a cool sign. Was that GTA sign not hilarious about the amphitheater?
That was funny as shit, yeah. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, that's
so What if funny. It's not, though? What if it's not, dude? Oh, man. The school would have to eat so much shit.
Oh, I'd be pissed off because
if something happened and it was still not done for a year.
Well, I'd be pissed off because I'm waiting. It has to be done for my magazine to get done. I'm waiting for that so I can take photos and write it's the primary focus of my magazine this year, I think. So, I'm gonna be really screwed up. It's supposed to be done in 2 weeks. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's before GTA.
But it was supposed to be technically the contract, like the original contract, is supposed to be done months and months ago. So we'll see. But anyways, with that, funny sign. Point is, GTA's taking forever to get you done.
That's true.
Oh, speaking of games, I have something. Did you? You're on social media. Did you see the story about the Peacemaker emote for Fortnite getting taken down? Okay, just so everybody knows,
that shit was ridiculous.
That's not fucking special. They do that stupid dance from the beginning, and it is just a dance. You are an obnoxious piece of shits.
Like, yeah, they got worked up because they had one episode that was about Nazis, which they didn't glorify them in any way, shape, or form. They're like when he found out that I didn't even watch the episode, but I just can tell from the clips when he found out he was on a Nazi version of Earth. His initial reaction was "fuck me." That was literally what he said. He said "fuck me." Like, he was not happy about it. The main character of the show, this main character of the show is not a nice guy. He still does not like it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that dance they did in the intro of the fucking game, or the intro of the show. Since the show started. 3 years ago.
It's really dumb. It's really dumb and frustrating. I'm not going to comment on the show right now because I'm almost done with season 2, and that's going to be a review one time, is season 2 of this show. But
I haven't watched. I'm not even anywhere remotely close to caught up because I don't have HBO anymore.
It really frustrated me. It's just seeing that, it's like, man, I hate Fortnite to all good graces. Take it off, just destroy the game itself, but don't go taking money away from the company for making smart partnerships and having nothing wrong with it. Like, they chose the reason they chose that is the same reason. That is stuck in my head. I skip their intro every time because I watched it the first time, and it is burned in my head because for me, I'm not an actor. So, and like you said earlier, I don't get embarrassed a lot. But I would get embarrassed if people saw me doing that dance, especially dressed up like he was. So, and that's the frustration. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary censorship.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like,
it's so awful.
Just such grasping at straws. Like,
yes.
Like, literally looking for something to get worked up about. That's all it is. Like, it's been a dumb little dance they've done at the beginning of the show since the show fucking started. I want to get HBO Max again to watch that show. I might get HBO Max again to watch that show and to watch AEW.
If I can have if Faith can have multiple people on hers, because I know she has her sister on hers, but if we can have somebody else on hers, you can just share ours.
Okay.
Save you some money.
I know Jocelyn's got her dad's login stuff too, but I don't think she knows the login stuff. I think she's just logged in on one of her devices already.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. Season 2's been good so far. I don't think it's deserved the Rotten Tomatoes scores it's gotten, but it's still very high up there. Very fun.
Yeah, I like old Johnny Cena.
He's a damn good actor. He's by far he's the best wrestling actor that's been, like, fuck you, Dwayne Johnson. He is the best wrestling actor that's came out because he's played every part.
Batista's good too.
Batista's
very good too.
I think Batista is the most surprising for me.
Yeah.
He has blown it out of the waters. His movies on Netflix that he's done in the recent years, really good. Like, he's a good actor.
Have you seen Glass Onion, the Knives Out mystery? That
movie
kicks ass. That's a very good movie. He's not even like a main character. He is, but he isn't. Like, he's in the movie, but and he plays like a significant role in the movie. But he's not the main character. But that movie was fucking good, and I could tell that movie was good because I couldn't have guessed any of it. I was like, oh shit! Like every time they found out something, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that movie a couple weeks ago. That movie was fucking really good. But yeah, anything that he's in he does well. I don't know if all the movies that he's in does well, but like he does well in all of them. He's got an incredible range. He can be serious. He can be goofy as fuck, and all of them are good.
Yes, I fully agree with you.
He's a kick-ass actor. John Cena is a kick-ass actor as well. The Rock could probably find something else to do.
Speaking of him, I am excited to see the Smashing Machine.
I am too.
Just because the physical transformation that he was willing to do for it, for me, showed more devotion than I've seen him make for a role. And seeing him now, understanding how hard it was for him to get to that, maintain that, and now seeing him lose so much weight, like to where we've never seen him before, it's got me excited because you can kind of tell that he's really put a lot into it.
I think so too, and I hope so. I hope he wants to do more movies where he's not just The Rock, because that's 99% of his movies. Like he's just The Rock.
You're the same guy. Yes, you don't need to be smashing shit. Let's see if you can actually act beyond the muscles, and that's what I hope to see in this. But yeah, that's on the bucket list. I'll be seeing that here soon, probably in the next 2 weeks. So maybe that'll be a review. But yeah, I wanted to throw that in there. That's just on the list. I'm knocking them out. What do you have that you want to talk about? I'll give some. Sorry, I'm just kind of running through my shit. I feel bad.
I have one review that I'd like to do. It's another video game review. I started playing it.
I'll do my live review too. Go ahead.
Oh, nice. I started playing it because I wanted to play both of them because I held off on playing the first one for the longest time because the first one is free in the PlayStation Store. And I was like, well, I don't want to play the first one unless I can play the second one. Well, here in the past couple days, the second one is now available free in the PlayStation Store. Both of them are older games, not old, but they remastered both of them for the PS5. The Last of Us.
Yeah.
That game is fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Like the first game, so far it kicks ass. It's got a very good story. It's it's a zombie game, but it's got a good story to it. It's hard as fuck. It has frustrated me more than one time to the point where I've been like, all right, if I die one more time, I'm not playing anymore today.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those games where, like, you want to know what happens next, so you keep going. And the crazy thing is I was about to turn it off yesterday, and then I got to a part of the game where you're in Pittsburgh. And it's like, it's not even like subtle hint that you're in Pittsburgh. You were in Pittsburgh. Like the cutscene, they're driving by and there's an old interstate sign because everything's worn down because it's like apocalyptic or post-apocalyptic or whatever. And there's this big interstate sign that says Pittsburgh, 200-something miles. And then you get like ambushed by a bunch of people, like not zombies, like actual people that are just trying to fuck you up. And then you get out, and then you're like, all right. And the dude's like, all right, we got to get to the bridge. And then you can see the Fort Pitt Bridge. And then you can see all the street signs and shit. Like, I feel like whoever made this game or whoever played a hand in making this game was actually from here. Because I'm going through the thing, and I'm like, whoa, that's like, this is accurate shit. Like, these signs are actually here. They actually say these things. The interstate numbers are correct.
So they know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, they didn't just make shit up here. Like, they either really did their research or somebody is actually from there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Faith loves that game. I bought that game for her. She's really into it. Once you get finished with that game, if you like the game, if you continue to like it, I recommend the show.
Heard it's good. Is it on HBO as well?
I believe so, yes. Season 1, I'd give it a Jonathan. Season 1. And I don't even, like, I've watched Faith play the game, but I didn't play the game because that's not my type of game.
Yeah.
But that game, like, that show is amazing. Season 2, we haven't watched because we've seen all the reviews and it's gotten too fucking gentrified, honestly.
Yeah.
But season 1 is amazing, dude. It blew my mind, and it's really upsetting. It's similar to Fallout. Like, season 1 of Fallout was so not disappointing because there was enough game references to where I was able to recognize and understand everything, but then it was a completely unique story. So it's cool. It's cool. I don't know enough about the game to know if this actually follows the game, though. For
right.
The Last of Us.
I'd have to beat it and then check it out because I don't want it spoiled for me by the show. I have a feeling that I know what happens anyway. I don't even think like this isn't even. I'm not give a spoiler alert, but I don't even think like it's much of a spoiler. But like I think when you get to the end of the first game, if not the end of the first game, the beginning of the second game, the main character, the guy, dies because like I don't know that for sure, but I think that because in the second game you play as the girl. Mm-hmm. So kind of put two and two together like.
If that is well, yeah. Whenever you finish the game, I'll have to ask Faith if she's finished it. When you finish the game, though, start watching the show, and that would be a really good review. And honestly, a good 20-minute conversation is the comparison between the two, just to see what they did and didn't get spot on.
Yeah, but I'm not far enough into the game to give it a good number, but so far I'll give it an 8. I'm not going to give it an old Johnny boy yet, but
that's awesome though.
And especially because it's a 2013 game that just got remastered. Like
yeah,
and it's good. Like if it didn't say remastered on the fucking cover, you wouldn't know it was remastered. You would just think it was a game that just came out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hopefully it keeps up with that then. Yeah, I'm interested. I'll have to ask her about that after this.
Yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy it. I'm probably gonna play it a little bit whenever we get done with this. So it's
that's awesome.
Because I'm still fighting my way through Pittsburgh, trying to get to the Fort Pitt Bridge, killing people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. My review is not going to be that impactful. It also will not be that good solely because that game is that good. But I have got the almost kiwi peel gummies.
I'm excited.
All right, guys. So, on smell.
Yeah, almost, gummies usually don't smell good anyway. I'll give them a pass on that. It almost
smells like cattle feed. Yeah, no es bueno. Now, look, very cool, very nice. Peelability. We're going to do a real review, guys.
That's a good fucking test because some of those are a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Easier to peel than a kiwi?
I got into same difficulty as a kiwi. the inside is pretty stuck to the outside. Now, what is interesting, I don't know if anybody can see this, there are seeds in this. That's put awesome. Chai seeds in this so that, you know, it's obviously healthy for your gut, as well as just makes it more like a real kiwi. Real flavor. Wow. Okay. First one was pretty darn good, I'm not gonna lie.
That's good.
Second one was less good, more plasticky.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna have a third because I don't want to diminish the value. I'm gonna have a third so I can give an honest. Almost peelable gummies. Kiwi. 5.8 out of 5.8. I know nice. I don't have that many stars or Jonathans for a review, so we'll round it to 6. Not bad. Not even close to my favorite, but also very, very, very far from a bad gummy. Nice and squishy. There is flavor there. I don't think it tastes like a kiwi. It's one of my favorite fruits. It doesn't taste like a kiwi exactly to me, but very cool. And it gets bonus points because to include the chai seeds in these, that is just a cool smart, knowing that it's not going to hurt me, not affect you. That's cool. So a 6 out of 10 overall. Not quite even close to Jonathan, but it's going to be hard to get with food, I'm going to be honest. So
yeah, it's got to be. It's tough to have some Jonathan food.
It's got to hit you out of there. But not bad. Not bad at all. That's a good little clip.
I'm going to have to go look for some of those when I get paid Thursday.
Next time you're in, I'll make sure... next time I go out of... I'll go out of town, but next time I go grocery shopping and I go up to the store that I get those at, I'll get you and Jocelyn a whole bunch again. A bunch of different flavors. Just so you guys can have them and try them when you're in town. And just something else for you guys, you know. But I have... is there anything... I don't have another review. I don't have anything else to review. That's it. That's all I'm talking about this week is those almost gummies. But I do, at the beginning, I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I just said that. But
you're good.
I finished our South Park drawings.
Oh, yes!
Now, I'm going to send you a version, and then I'm going to send you a second version, because after I finished the drawing, I was like, I can improve this. So, what I'm about to send you is our original drawings. People can, actually, you're not going to see those. You're just going to see the final one. But, so, the only thing that's off with these is that they are technically lined because I draw in lines and then I color afterwards. And South Park doesn't have lines around their stuff. Right. But I think I hit it pretty freaking good.
Those are pretty good. I'm a fan.
I think, okay. And then I was like, well, how can I make it, like, feel South Parky? South Parky's a funny term. I then made and finished this picture, which everybody will see, and it will probably be turned into a sticker for us. Just because, why the fuck not?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like the little touch in the school sign.
Yeah, I tried to get... I didn't put my shirt the same color as Randy's, but I made sure that I gave myself a pocket and colored all of, like, his pencils and everything he had. Yeah. The only thing that I may change before I actually have it printed was because I gave you the copy uniform like we had talked about, but I kind of updated it to a modern one. Was just seeing if you'd want regular clothes that you would wear. That they would see you in the podcast.
We should do a version of like just shit that we would wear.
Okay.
Yeah. I like these, but I also think that we should have a version of like regular shit that we would wear.
That's like, whenever I finished it, I was like, printing wise, that's why I changed your hat, because originally I had the hat. I just needed more identification of who we were. But I kept it yellow because you usually have that nice pirate hat.
That pirate hat, yeah.
That's what I
almost picked that one up, and I was like, no, I wore that recently. I got to dig one out of the vault.
Yeah, But, okay, so that will be one of my projects for the next couple weeks is I'll update our clothing. I'll make a new design with our clothing and get us in there. But I'm going to work on Powerpuff design, us as Powerpuff Girls, and us as in the Pokemon design as well. So we'll have a couple.
That would be really good. I would like that one.
We'll have a couple different things to do.
Yeah.
Or to run with. But I wanted to throw those in there because those weren't rants or last second thoughts, but stuff that we had finished and that we had talked about at some point.
Do you have any last second thoughts before we close the book on this bitch?
Actually, I do. You know what? And only one of them has a picture, and I'm sorry for delaying this, but I'm gonna bitch about this shit. So
I'm excited.
Number one on my list is getting sent to Wyatt at the moment. He'll have it in about 30 seconds. So, Tudors Biscuit World. I went to Tudors. Had to get food. This was a couple days ago. Had to get food. I asked for 2 Peppy biscuits, extra pepperoni. This is the shit that I got. That's extra pepperoni. Guess the price per biscuit. Over $6.
I would have guessed $5.
Over $6. I paid almost $13 for 2 of these biscuits with that amount of pepperoni.
Pissed.
Dude, the following day, I made myself 6 pepperoni rolls with over a pound of pepperoni in them because I had a little bit extra in another bag, and I always do.
Yeah.
I am a pepperoni fiend. I'm a meat fiend. I want that shit juicing in my mouth like I'm a fucking big black gangster in the 70s. I want it squirting. I want it grease running out of both sides. The second that I get into it, I want to feel it on my tongue. And you know what I tasted? Dry bread. There was no fucking moisture, no saliva, no cum, no nothing on this. There was a little bit of cheese, but they're supposed to be literally dripping with cheese. It was just so disappointing.
Dude, those cheap fucks. That's awful.
So screw you guys. You're absolutely awful. I'm over you. Rant number 2. Family members and friends that may message you on Facebook. If you message me on Facebook for $5 to $20 and you're over 25 years of old and saying, I just need this to get through till payday, you're not using that for anything good. Yeah, that doesn't make me a bad person. That makes you a bad person for thinking that you can use people for your vices. Your vices that you can't even take care of yourself. So then they're my vice for you.
Yeah, and also ask somebody with money, not us.
Yeah, I make $36,000 a year. After tax, it's like $28,000, $29,000. Now, I do have a wife. She makes like $30,000 after tax. That helps. But we have a kid and a whole lot of bills. So fuck you. Sorry. I don't mean the F word. I'm very sorry.
I do.
Number 2.
I'll back you up on that one. I'll say fuck you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Never mind then. I mean that. Rant number 3 isn't an actual rant, but a shout out. July 2027. The Simpsons are coming out with another movie.
You're right. I saw that like an hour before we started this. Not an hour ago, but like an hour before we started this, yeah.
Dude, it is so ironic because when the first Simpsons movies released, whatever year that was, I physically remember everything about that day because I went with Hunter Ashley. We were in elementary school. Me and him went with his family and went and watched it at the Weston movie theater when Weston had a theater. It was like the best thing. Like, I remember being in their Suburban and like flipping it down, and me and him were watching movies on the way there, but we were talking about it was just so cool. So I'm super excited that for sentimental reasons, but also comedy reasons.
That movie holds a special place to me because I remember they had a video game.
Yes,
that came out with that movie. Well, they had a video game that came out with the movie. It was the Simpsons movie, the video game.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, and I remember for Christmas one year, I got a PlayStation 3. I got that game right there for the Simpsons movie, and I got the actual movie itself on DVD.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like I remember Christmas Day, us setting up that PlayStation living room, playing that game, and watching that fucking movie.
That's kick-ass.
Yeah.
Dude, see, we'll get into some sentimental times around Christmas because I'll tell you what, we can do sentimental stories, and that would hit us good.
That would also hit
awesome.
very, very near the year anniversary as well. So that'd be a real good time for that, a year in review.
So that'll be great. Yeah, I love that. So watch out for that. I'll do a bad thing and then I'll end on a good thing, I suppose. a lot of people may know Ring Around the Rosie. My daughter is 18 months old, almost 19 months old. She's 19 months old. Holy crap. But anyways, so we're getting into a lot of nursery songs. She's starting to talk and sing a lot, and we're doing Ring Around the Rosie, and I'm just I just like to know things. So while we were singing, I was like, let's do the history of that. So Ring Around the Rosie started during one of the plagues, and it's actually a death song that they would sing. Ring Around the Rosie talks about the red mark that was around the welt that would pop up. That was an identifier. Talking about ashes, ashes falling, they would have to burn the bodies that would do it. Roses coming up, or ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Falling down, people would literally just fall down dead from it. So, again, as with, which I'll get into with the storybook that I have eventually on reviews, dude, we are so, like, our history for what we know is so screwed up. And for me, what frustrates me, because it's like, yeah, I understand that. Well, we've kind of, like, it's a new age thing for Ring Around the Roses. Look up on Google right now, anybody listening to this, Ring Around the Roses. It does not come up. It's still right now, the song title is Ring Around the Rosie, and Rosie is the nickname for the identifying mark or patch that is raised with that disease. So it's just weird to me that they don't even change it. But if you watch the videos for it, the kids are going around a patch of roses. So it's like, at least change the freaking song for it. It's just really weird. But interesting fact. Also, I'll throw this in. I apologize if I misspoke on my Spanish at the beginning. I have passed many Spanish classes. I do not know Spanish, so I was just trying to say, hello, everybody. Welcome to Backroad Banter Podcast, episode 40, or something of that sort. The last thing is an interesting fact. Did you know that in the Philippines, there is a special fruit nicknamed the magical fruit that if you eat, it makes the most sour stuff only taste sweet?
Really?
Yeah. I learned that today.
What's the actual name of it?
I don't know. I only know it called as the magical fruit because the guy that was doing a seminar on it, that's what it was called on the picture, was magical fruit. I looked it up when I got back to the office, but I don't remember the name of it. It's green. They make a like a liqueur additive for it so that you can do your mixed drinks with it, and it makes your stuff sweet. It's really cool.
I went to go Google it, and one of the first suggestions that popped up is the magical fruit that makes you toot. Where'd you say it was from?
The Philippines. Starts with a C, I believe.
Calabash?
Mm-hmm. Round, green fruitish. Or a green thing. Looks like a ball.
looks like a deformed apple. Yeah.
Yeah, they make drink stuff with it to like add to your mixed drinks so that your alcohol and your stuff isn't so bad. It's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
But they do other stuff. But these students got to eat the actual fruit, and they said after they eat it, they tried the sour stuff straight, and not one bit of sour came through. And I found that really interesting. So wanted to carry that through.
That would piss me off because I love sour stuff. That'd make me upset.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, if we're at the end of this episode,
I'll open it with it, I'll close it with this.
She's empty.
Here's to number 40. And make sure you, if you all are at work this week, make sure you tell your bosses this right here.
I love that. Also, if you guys want those pins, I have a distributor for those pins. Custom pins, if you guys need those and many more, just let me know. Like Wyatt said, episode 40. 40 ounces, 40 episodes, and hopefully 40 more. We'll see you next week.